You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Lars Mann's first in the room. He's got hashtag first to love this episode. Did Nick and company set you up to this? I love it. All right, everybody, we're going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I pulled a bunch of cool stuff that I think you guys would like. Affordable things, as I know that everybody is trying to save their money for the holidays. So maybe I'll just have the perfect thing for you today here on MISH MOSH. See you guys in a second.
MISH MOSH.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to MISH MOSH. Have you guys ever read the little blurbs that the crew writes for our episodes? They are truly entertaining. I think they write them thinking that no one reads them. So I'm going to read you the one for this week so you can just get your mind wrapped around how much they work on this. So there's a fifth dimension beyond that, which is known to humanity. It's a dimension as vast as drawings and as timeless as illustrated stories. It's the middle ground between collecting and coveting, between fandom and fanaticism. It lies between the pit of Mish and the summit of Mosh. This is the dimension of comics. You have entered MISH MOSH. All right, what classic show was that lead in homaging? I know you guys know. I just needed to be a guy named Rod, and I would have made that just perfect. So I hope everybody's been having a great day. If you did not get to watch the interview that I did this afternoon, I highly recommend you go back and watch it. I got to interview everyone creatively that was involved in this really awesome new comic publisher, Frank Miller Presents. Dan DiDio was on, Danilo Bayroth, Joe Prado. They did not get to have Alex Sinclair. They were busy and also in Japan, which makes sense that they could not come on. And also Philip Tan and Daniel Enrique. All the people were there. And Frank Miller did not get to come because he had a tooth emergency. So he will come back and interview. He would basically, his response was, you would not be able to understand me because my mouth is all mushy. So all right, so Chris Rell's in the room, Lars Mann's in the room, Cool Gamer's in the room. It was nerd hot, right? Did it make you I know I was sweating. Pablo's in the house. Is the heat off? No, it's just this building is not super well insulated. And plus, this is my favorite time of year when I can wear long sleeves and scarves because that doesn't happen hardly ever in Houston. And it may not happen next week. Next week, it might be 90 degrees because that's the way Houston is. So I like getting to wear my hair down every once in a while because usually I have to wear it up because it's so stinking hot back here. But this is awesome.
Might be 90 degrees tomorrow.
It might be 90 degrees. Actually, no, I looked at it and it's going to be fairly nice all week. It rained all day today, which is really gross. It was gross and cold. It was gross and cold on Saturday. I went to go sit up at an outdoor, gift market, holiday market thing. The gift holiday market was really well run, but it was miserable on Saturday. It was totally rainy and gross. Mauricio! And, Jenna went out and sat out with me in the cold for 2 days straight. So I am immortal, so it did not bother me at all. But Jenna needed a day off, so here I am. So Ed Weir is also here. Howdy Doodles, ramen noodles, love it. Oh, right at 4 o'clock, your shop got crazy busy. It's okay. That's why we have it recorded for you guys. And Jeff Brown is in the house. Hi, everybody. I will start off the show offering this awesome Ash Can edition. So I will tell you that I would tell you that Dan sent them to me, but no, it's his beautiful bride that sent them to me. If you haven't followed Leilani Didio online, she's amazeballs. But she sent me the full issues, so I've actually read both of them that are supposed to be releasing on Wednesday at your shop. And I will say you need both of them, 100%. But this is the Ash Can that they released. This is actually that first print Ash Can, not the second edition that they released later on. This one gives you a story. Really, this story, the Ronin 2 story, it is the first little bit of the actual comic. So imagine like if you have like when you do a TV show and they play part of a TV show and then they do like the actual theme song and the lead in and then the show gets going. That's kind of the way this part is. Nick Bruce is in the house. Nick, I listened to your phone call message. I wanted to call you back, but I had to fit in between the interview and now pulling all the books for this show and doing all of our FOCs. So I apologize. Thank you, though, for the words of encouragement. I was real nervous. Yeah. They were also lovely. I felt like they all needed to have each of them a half an hour time. So hopefully we'll have them back. I was just showing the ash can. And so that's Frank Miller led. And that team is Philip Tan and Daniel Enriquez. Philip Tan is the penciler and does a bunch of other inking stuff. And then Daniel Enriquez, who does the inks. And that in this book is super important because it is black and white. So there's a big difference. You have to have all those good things. And then for Ancient Enemies, this one, just imagine that long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away, which is actually very true in this case, there were two warring factions of peoples. And it's been going on for so long for them, they don't actually remember why they've been battling anymore. But they, at the end of this ash can, kind of like get into a big accident. You know, like they get into, I'll say, spaceships, and they end up crash landing on Earth, this separate, warring faction people. So then this story picks back up and talks about what happened in like 30 years time between the time they crash landed on Earth, which happens here at this part, and then what is happening now. So it's a great, great set of books. Aww, Laura's man just showing the love. So, okay, I'm doing super awesome deal on these. I know they say $1, but I can't sell them for $1. We had to go in a little bit bigger for that. So $2 a piece. You can have as many Frank Miller ash cans as you want. This will be the first appearances of all of those characters. So right now, the heat isn't on them very much, or you might be like, eh. But, a year or two from now or 20 years from now, when everyone realizes this was a really big deal, then you will have copies. Lars Man needs 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. You're going to have to count me. I don't know if that's right. I think I got it. You guys can claim them until I run out. So you'll take a $2 one for Edward. Okay.
I think Edward might already.
Yep, Edward's up here. And you'll just have to remember when you guys are doing the scanning in this week that these say $1, but they're really $2 books. Online, they're like $9 books. So,
Miss Jen, Edward says he'll take 2.
Oh, excellent. It's weird. I have got 2 in your pile, sir. And then I saw that Jeff said that he'll take 1. Okay. You could have as many as you want. I think I have maybe 20 left. Maybe 20 left. And I'll have to just take them off the internets. All right. I'm going to show these to you guys. I love, do you guys like, you need yours bagged and boarded. You'll pay extra. Okay. We will make sure that happens. You make a note. We need to bag and board Lars Man's. Okay. I love comic books that have holiday covers or holiday stories that are good, right? Not just be like, oh, this just happens to take place on the North Pole. No, I don't like those. Those are kind of boring. But these are cool. Like What Says Christmas? You can't have any more Christmassy things than The Punisher. So this one is a one-shot called Silent Night. It's just $4. This will be fun. Like, their bags and boards are just 25 cents. That's exactly what it cost me. I don't charge any more than what it cost me for you guys. So, This is what everybody needs to just like make a display. Punisher Silent Night. I think there's a movie called Silent Night coming out, right? Is that the one that has what's
guy
that
from Stranger Things?
Yes, that guy. Lars Man, I got you.
Man, I
It's
know
Lars
his
Man's.
name, but I can't remember it right now.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Look at this. A populated funky. I'm sorry, that's Ed Weird. My bad. I just called it before I actually looked at the page. Violent Night. Yeah, where it's like, I'm going to call him David Balfour. I don't know if that's his right name. I made up a name. He's like a Santa Claus that tries to go and break up bad guys. It kind of feels like Home Alone, but with Santa Claus.
David Harbour.
I was so close. I don't even know what I said now for a name. I like making them up. You guys can make a hashtag for that made up name now. All right, now I have another. Wait, I'll make sure there's not another one of these. Oh, things could feel like. Nope, okay, I guess it's just number one. All right, here's another one. Yes, I will. We'll write it down and do that for you. I'm glad to do it. Here's another Christmas-based Punisher book called Punisher Red Christmas #1. And that is also a steal of a deal at $4. This is a Texiera cover. I love Texiera's art. And it's even snowing. Who on the feed lives in a place where it snows? Oh, he's also standing in Times Square.
I mean, we occasionally live in a place where it snows.
Where's John S. with these Punisher covers? Go tag that man. Tag the John. 3 inches! No, thank you. I saw a picture from somewhere in New York, Buffalo maybe, where there was a guy that's like a 6 foot tall dude that like he's up to his chest in it trying to walk. You're late because your puppy locked you out of the house while getting your DoorDash branded. Oh, that sounds horrible. 77 inches? What? Isn't that taller than people's houses?
77 inches, that's a little over 6 feet.
Yeah, I don't. My mom tells the story. I spent like 5 years of my really young time, like from the time I was 1 until I was like 5 or 6. We lived in New Hampshire. And my mom said that there was a year where she opened the front door and it was, you walked into like it was just a wall of snow. There was no, you had to take a tunnel out. And in the back porch, she had put out popcorn that they had burnt in the house. Like we used to have the metal pan and you'd put popcorn kernels in there and you just shake it over there and get some. We had burnt some and she put it on the back porch and then it snowed at night. And we didn't find the popcorn thing until the spring.
Oh, man.
So it's crazy. Oh, there's the link so you can see the crazy breaking people's roofs. That's not good. We need to pray for those folks. That's not fun. No one wants to do that this week. Everyone wants to have people at their house.
I was going to go get an energy drink
after
I crashed after the Frank Miller interview. Like, I was so high on adrenaline. And then I crashed. So I was going to get an energy drink. And I went outside. And it's like that kind of snowy and wet where you just want to not exist anymore.
Yes, it's like that here, but without the snow.
So I came back in and took a nap.
I applaud your decision making. I think that's a great one. Oh, and here's my last Punisher Christmas. This is called Punisher, The Punisher Xmas. It is a one-shot by Moore. And it is also $4. So whoever didn't get the other Punisher ones, I've got 2 other Punisher Christmas ones up here on the board, so you can totally claim those. So
Ed, we already have him rescheduled. More information on that in the coming days.
Yeah, it wasn't we're not having Frank ever again. It was just he needed to go get his tooth fixed.
But yeah. An interesting fact, Miss Jen, they got so much snow in Buffalo that they had to move the Buffalo Bills football game to Detroit.
Oh,
so
I
that
saw
Buffalo
this,
could play
the
Cleveland.
Was full.
Right. And it was the first time since 2009 the home team at Ford Field had a winning record. Because for the first time since 2019, the home team wasn't the Lions.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. Lars Man says, "Is that you, Kyle?" That's right. Kyle's talking. Jay's typing today.
Kyle really should be editing.
Yeah, Kyle's waiting around because, like, when I'm done with this live show, Monday's like the gauntlet for me. So when we're done with this show, we record Nerd News Now. We never stop. We pretty much only do this fun stuff. Kyle works way harder than me, by the way. All right. And in this pile, I have more not Christmas Punisher. I'm just going to show. Giving the win to their team. Just save themselves some time. Oh, Rob's got a statement. Hey, Rob, how are you doing, man? I haven't seen you in forever today. You met Frank Miller at a bar in Hell's Kitchen back in 2012. He was an interesting dude. You probably saw him at New York Comic Con because Hell's Kitchen is right there. All right, does anyone want from the Guggenheim run and the Trial of the Punisher storyline here, number 1 and number 2 of Punisher, and those are just $4 a piece. You can have one or the other or both. Whatever you want. After I'm done with these Punishers, I've got some choices for you guys. I have a long box of books that was given to us to give to the troops. I talked to the charity that provides comics to the troops, and they said they would rather have cash right now to pay for the things that they already have to ship to the troops. So I can do troop comics, which is just a mix of a bunch of cool stuff. I've got some mid-range comic books that are pretty awesome. I've got some number 1 comic books that are all have girl heroes or villains on the front. I've got the back half of that super indie box that I started the other day, and then I've got some old school books. I can do all of those. Random Sunday afternoon. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that he lived right there. You vote the troop box. Everyone gets to vote. I'm going to keep working on this Punisher real fast. This is number 1. Written by Garth Ennis. Now, you know Garth Ennis doesn't pull any punches, and probably lots of people die in this book because that's the way he likes to write things. This is Garth Ennis and John Severin, number 1. This is the Tiger. The Tiger. Also, $4. It's kind of like a theme today. Indies or troop, because we can do multiple things. Anything ASM. I don't know for certain what is in the troop box, and I'm not for sure what's in the fancy box. You change your vote to the indie box. Wasn't expecting an indie box. Okay, well, we can do both. We can fit both of those in. So if you want to do the troops in the indie box, we can do that. And then if we have more time, we can do more than that. Punisher Painkiller Jane, number 1. This is also Garth Ennis, but it's Jusko and Ross and Rubenstein working together on a Marvel Knights title. And this one's just $3.50. I tried to bring lots of things into the room that you guys might like. Lars Man, are you looking for specific ASMs? You can always send me a direct message before, during, or after the show, and I can go look and see if I've got them. I also have, this is not timely because you're going to have to hold on to it for a couple months, but this is the Punisher Bloody Valentine. And it looks like the cover of those old romance novels.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Doesn't it? This one's a one-shot. Palmiotti Grangulazzi. This is $4.
I almost feel like I have to get that one.
Oh, because you like the romance novels?
Well, my anniversary is actually Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. I like that. That would be a good gift. And for anyone that's just joining us, I am not blowing out, because that makes it seem like they're not worth money. I have them online for $8, but these are the first print Frank Miller Presents Ash Cans. I'm selling them for $2 a piece, no limit. It is going to be the first appearances of all of those things. So I also have Punisher The Cell, another awesome Garth Ennis book. I think this is a single shot because it doesn't have a number on the front. And that is also $4. It's like a $4 price tag that's going to be up on all of this thing. And last one, this is Garth Ennis doing Punisher The End. This one is $4.50 just to break the monotony of the $4 price point. All right, when we come back, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, I'll reset the board and we'll do the Troops box first, and then we'll do the Indies box, and then we'll get into all kinds of trouble with other stuff. See you guys back after the break.
Are you a comic creator? Are you a publisher? Do you make a comic book product? Do you own a retail store? Do you do something I haven't thought of? Who are you and what do you do? Let us know by advertising on the experience and invite our viewers to patronize your product. Message the EXP on social media or email us the_EXP@yahoo.com for more details.
I'm going to do a sweet shout out to my son, Alex, who made that, the rocket ship bit that pops on. I asked him for something really cool with our rocket ship. There's a moving image, and he did that for me. Super thankful for him doing that. Now, the big splashy part that happens afterwards, I think Kyle made that part. Where it has like the big paint splashy things. I think that's him. And a reminder for everybody that's here, please share us out and let your friends know about what we do here. I understand if you don't want them to know about your fun place where you shop for comic books because you think they're competition. But how are we going to grow our audience for watching our cool videos if they don't get to know what we're doing? So just find a way to share just those maybe. I don't know. All right. Ed Weird says they found the greatest meme. Says, congratulations to all the mid-November birthdays. You know your parents had a great Valentine's Day. It's like funny to explain to Max how we found out that we were pregnant with him because we tried to have babies. We tried so hard. We just could not figure out what was going on. Like we even took like Clomid, which is like just supposed to make your ovulation work. I know this is super personal, but you guys know me really well. But my husband was going to business school and got hired by one of his professors at the end of the year from his graduate school to go and like help him to work over the summer. So I left to go set up our house here, and Mike stayed there. So keep in mind, we've been trying to have babies for a while, and I've been in Houston for almost 2 months or something. Yeah, I think it had been in Houston 2 months. And it was almost 3 because it was time for him to come move here. And I was getting ready to go pick him up at the airport, and I took a pregnancy test and found out I was pregnant. And I called him up in the middle of the night. Poor man. I should have just waited for him to show up at the airport and had like a, woo, we're pregnant. I'm a dummy. I just could not. I was so excited. Yeah. So I called him up. He's completely befuddled. It's like 5 a.m. or something. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. It was like, how? I haven't seen you for. And I was very pregnant. I was really pregnant. So I found out that I was pregnant when I was like 3 months pregnant, which is awesome. So now you know the origin story of my son, Max, who is the best kid ever on the planet. Okay. I'm going to just sell everything in this box for $2 a piece. So just know your $2 is going to go to shipping stuff to the troops, okay? So just know all this is for them. So I guess maybe just put a T on the ones that I've on there, and then we'll make an account for the troops stuff. So
isn't there a charity account number?
there is a charity one, but I want this one to be for the troops stuff to go
Okay.
straight to the good. So we'll just
Okay.
make a new account that says this for the troops. So all right. So this is Heroes in Crisis #1. Heroes in Crisis #2. I think that's a B cover. Remember, this is I kind of wish that the troops could have these books because this deals a lot with mental health issues, which everyone should know. It's okay to reach out, especially after what happened with Jason David Frank this weekend. It's like, don't feel afraid. Find a friend. I know that everyone says call that 1-800 number, but no one's going to call that 1-800 number if they're thinking about dying. Just find a friend or someone that remotely likes you. Go to the McDonald's that you go to all the time and that your favorite cashier and just say, man, I'm having dark thoughts about myself. I guarantee you that person is going to totally want to sit down with you and make it sure that you have health. So just find someone to talk to. Even me, heck, if you need someone to talk to, I'm happy to give you my number. Just know we're probably going to talk about comic books a lot, so I apologize. Gotcha. I got you, Logman. #3. 4. 928's the new number. It's just like a straight, you only have to dial 928. You don't have to do a 1-800 something. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rob. #5. And, oh, there's 2 5s. That's funny. #6. #7. And #9. This weirdly has 2 6s and no 8, but that's okay. So Lars Mann's got these two. 988's the number. Excellent, thank you. All right, so there's some indie in here. Just started because the 1-800 number was too hard to remember. I think that's very smart. All right, all of those go to Lars Mann. These, do you want both 5s? It looks like 5, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Okay, and I'll wait to see if the 9 gets claimed. I'm sure it will. Okay. Also, we're just $2 a piece. I'll go to charity. Hardcore is an Andy Diggle storyline from Image Skybound. The cover is by Panosian, and there's the #2. Those are part of that charity stuff. Just assume everything's for the charity at $2 a piece until I say otherwise. There's a lot of individually cool stuff in here. So, make sure it doesn't have the other ones. Okay. So they had a really cool series for Marvel that Gail Simone wrote. I love Gail Simone with all my Gail Simone-ness. Domino Hot Shots. And in this box, there's a 3, a 4, and a 5. Okay. Ooh, here's a good one to grab up. They did a series of books that were titled The Best Defense, and then they just did one of them for each of the titles that were going on at that time. This is the Immortal Hulk one. Al Ewing. Here, I'll take the Punisher stuff's going to come down so I can make room. Help you claiming the Valentine. I'll just put it down here in case you want. Boop. The Hulk goes to Christopher. For anybody that's just joining us, I'm going through a long box of books that were donated for the comic books for Troops Day that was on 11/11. I talked to the charity itself and said, how do I send this to you? And they said, we'd much rather you sold them and sent us the money because we need help with money for shipping the things that we're shipping to the troops now. They have enough comics, they just need more money. So if you ever want to donate to them, it's run by a really nice guy named Mark. He pretty much, I know he's got volunteers, but he runs the organization by himself. And I'm sure he does not pay himself because he just seems like that kind of guy. And every time he sees me, my husband, he's just one of those guys that's like infectious that makes you feel 100% better about yourself. But the charity is comic books, like one word put together, and then for kids. There's another one out there that's a comics for kids charity. It's a different one. I also have the Immortal Hulk Great Power. I believe that this is also a single shot. Also just $2. Ooh, these are awesome. All right. This was when they had that kind of like a warping of the realities that mesh together two different heroes or villains. In this case, it's Soldier Supreme. So there you go. You can see what it would look like if the Doctor and Captain were meshed together. And that's available. Name Hulk, Lars Man. This is Iron Hammer. And then Infinity Wars, the storyline that it all comes from. This is the #1, which has Requiem, a new hero villain that shows up on there. That's a really good deal. It's a Diodato cover, and it's a $6 cover price book, so that one's a steal and a half. And Infinity Wars #2. Claim Hammer, Infinity Wars. Okay, where did Infinity Wars go? Also, this is Iron Man 2020 #1. Okay, this was an interesting series to me because I never really understood what they were doing with the 2020 storyline, but now my brain kind of tells me maybe these are first appearances of 2020 characters. So, hey, for $2, you might as well just like grab it and put it away. And it's neon-y. Lars Man, I got your Infinity War sheet. Thank you so much, Lars Man. You're being super generous, and I appreciate that. I know Mark will make sad eyes and cry a little bit when he realizes you guys have done so much for this charity. This is some really gorgeous covers. I think both of these are, in fact, Adam Hughes covers. Invisible Woman #2. It's written by Mark Waid. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And then there is #3 also. I believe that's a Hughes cover. Iron Man goes to Lars Man. And as a woman goes to Lars Man. You guys better start typing this faster. Lars Man's going to own it all. Okay. This one is a book called The Iron Druid Chronicles, Hounded #1. That must be like a little more independent book. You guys that like to try out new indies. From Ray Fox, this is a Image #1 called Intersect. This is weirdly one I have not read. Lars Man's going to claim Iron Druid. Thank you so much. From Andy Diggle and Alex Packnadell. Like now, you have seen lots of stuff from Alex that's becoming more and more important. And I actually talked to him the other day about a book he's doing for Marvel, in which you should absolutely buy it because it has big implications for some young characters that were introduced during the what storyline was that? It was a Carnage storyline. Now I can't remember where it started. It was one where they stole the codexes out of everybody. You guys know it, right? Wasn't he on Dan's show not too long ago? Yes, and that's where he started teasing that stuff. But if you want to read really good writing from Alex, this is Incursion. The storyline deals mostly with two characters, the Geomancer and the Eternal Warrior. If you've never read some Valiant, that might be the place to start for $2. The EXP, the experience, that sounds right. Yep, it does sound right. Okay, this is like a single shot thing. Injustice 2. It's got I think it's one of those like video game tie-in single shots. This is as long as you could handle it, huh? Yes, you were so good. I'm so proud of you. Punisher Valentine goes to Elf. The Incursion goes. Super interested in Lars Man, what you think she could get addicted or not. Okay. There is no number 3 to this. This is an Image Top Cow title. Andrea Muti, he did the art for the inside, and you're used to seeing his work, I think, in Scout now a lot. So this is Infinite Dark number 1, and that one is $2. Number 2 is $2, and number 4 is $2. Sorry, there's number 3.
Miss Jen.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of an Alex Packnadal update.
Oh, did he drop the news?
Well, no, he was on Dan's show like a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Well, he's also going to be on Talking Shop with Miss Jen on December 7th.
I love hanging out with him.
At 5:30, immediately following this guy that some people might have heard of who has recently undergone a dental procedure.
So December 7th, you're saying we should mark our calendars.
I'm just saying, get your fedoras and your English accents ready for that day.
Yeah.
This is what I've been doing while I'm in the background, trying to nail everything down for the next month.
Oh, I love it. Frank and Alex, I know. Insanity.
It's going to be a good day. And we're working on a second guest for that first half hour, who their last name is maybe a bigger name than any of the others that we've had.
That doesn't sound like it's possible.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with a K and ends with the word Bert.
Hey! Do I get to finally see Emma?
Yeah.
Yes! My life is unreal. Thank you. I'm super excited. I won't be able to sleep between now and then now. How about some Jessica Jones? You know you love her. This is number 1, Blind Spot. $2. Charity time. And this one I love. This one was like, it's called Juke Joint. And I don't think that this series finished. I think there was some kind of thing that happened that the series did not finish, but I loved it so much. It was basically a juke joint, but inside the juke joint, the women that were running it were also, I think, vampire. I think that was my read on it. I know, I'm sorry. There's 2 of them. So we're going to call this A and we're going to call this B. They're both number 1s.
Oh, I must need one.
Well, if these sell, I'll go find you another one. I will get you hooked up.
Okay, Edward, hold both.
Joint! Oh, Edward, sorry, you're over here. I'm just going to put T on them. T. 2T. People are going to be like, what are these? Brandon, so is anyone else interested in Juke Joint? I'm happy to go and hunt them down out in the main stuff. I'll still honor the price for you. If you want Juke Joint, let me know and I'll go find them. I don't mind donating some stuff to the charity too on my end. So weird. I was watching the live feed and it jumped over to messages. I'm like, nope, I don't need messages. I want to watch the feed. Okay. No. Oh goodness. I give up. Okay, it's being weird. I sold you. Oh, no, it's the same. Okay. I'll give one to Brandon. I just throw it over there. And if you guys read it and you decide you want the rest of the series, let me know. Because I have the issues that they actually produced. All right, I also have Justice League Dark number 20 from the Rot. Enter Animal Man. $2. Justice League number 3 from the Darkness, a new power ring. Cool cover by George Menace. $2. And then this looks like, I do. I'm going to try to keep these together. So call the run. This is Justice League No Justice 1, 2, 3, and 4. I did not read this series, so I'm not 100% certain what it's about, but it's written by Snyder, so it can't be that bad. It must be amazing. Okay, we got some more Justice League Darksisses in here. Okay. I also have Justice League Dark 16, which has the last days of magic. If you look really carefully, there's like Sherlock Holmes hat over here. I don't know what that means, but it is on there nonetheless. This one's number 15. It says in Justice League Dark, also $2. Also, number 13. Who is worthy of the helmet of fate? Ooh, it's Dr. Fate thing on there. I did not know that I would like Dr. Fate so much until I watched the movie. Justice League Dark number 11, Against the Power of Mordru. Name that sounds made up, probably is powerful. And number 10, Against the Lords of Order. Number 9, The Demon No More. Number 8, Bound by Fate. Number 4, which is the sparkly cover. And number 1, Justice League Dark number 1 for $2. Seriously. All right. And Justice League Aquaman Drowned Earth. This was actually a cool story. They did Justice League Aquaman and then Aquaman Justice League. This is the B cover for that book. $2. All right. It is time for our second break. Is it for the Children's Hospital and Troops? So, yes, it's comic books, one word for kids. And the 4 is a 4, not a 4, but it's written out 4. And it's on the group that I follow. So if you pop it up and it's not right, I'll tell you. It'll be fine. That one's also a good charity. It's just not the one I'm raising money for. All right, we're going to take a break and we're going to come right back with more $2 books.
This is The Experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be.
Hi, I'm Nancy McCann. Welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience.
Welcome, everybody. It's Fat Jack's Comic Crypt. Brendan, Al, Jason, hanging out.
There I am. Welcome back to Kicking It with Henry, folks. I am your host, Henry Compa. It's great to be here with you guys.
So we are going to talk about books that are in stores this week.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to MISH MOSH.
Hello, and welcome to the Black Comics Universe, presented by Peep Game Comics.
And you gotta love it that the first people in the minute to skim it are creators.
Up, everybody! Welcome to another Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Galvez, and this is my pal Ambrosia.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Space Cadet.
Hey!
What's up?
Welcome, everyone, for another episode of I Must Ask You a Question.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Nerd News Now.
Hey, this is Rex. Welcome to Comic Collectibles.
Hey, hello, all you happy people. Welcome to the Dan Wickline Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is the crazy show that we do on Thursdays called What's in the Box? What's in the Box?
Comic culture and sales.
Hi, I'm Ryan Brown. I am the co-creator of 8 Billion Genies and Curse Words, and I'm the sole creator of God Hates Astronauts. And yeah, you're watching us on The Experience.
Everybody, and welcome back to Mish Mosh. I'm Miss Jen, and you're watching us here on The Experience. I'd like some thumbs up and some hearts from my awesome production crew who's been working all day long, and they had some pretty big shoes to make happy today. So they had no pressure whatsoever. All right. And Jay was super sweet and found the link if you were interested in donating directly to the charity or just want to learn about it. They were formed to gather comic books to take to like kids hospitals, to the kids wing, and hand them out. Thank you. So they because they found out that kids are often stuck there away from their home and their stuff. So it's just a sweet way to make them feel better. They recently started picking up other things, like they now do care packages that include toys. And they noticed that also you've got other people that are stuck places that are away from their families called the troops. So they've also got that going on for their charity. Thank you guys. I'm going to do some hearts too. Too good too. Oh no, I'm logged in as I look like the experience just liked itself. Oh. All right, back to $2 books. Also, I think it was Larsman that asked for The Amazing Spider-Man. Are you interested in the earlier, more key stuff for Amazing, or are you looking for other things? Because I brought the earlier key stuff. It's sitting in front of me in case you wanted to do that. Another really amazing, not the usual Valiant, is called Killers, and is written by B. Claymore. Also $2. This is a John Boy Myers cover. I have a King Spawn #1. I don't know which cover this one is. Maybe I can find out for you, but I mean the cover price is like like $6 or more. That is the cover D by Sean Murray. Keys or variants. Okay. That I can do. I also have this King Spawn #1. And this one is, I can't see. Luckily they put it on the back, which makes me very happy. That's the Puppeteer Lee variant. $2. And one more King Spawn for $2. This King Spawn #1 is the cover E by Greg Capullo. Greg Capullo cover. Okay, I've got some cool image books. This is Lazarus. This is the main series, the first series by Greg Rucka. Number 11 and number 12. $2 a piece. Infinity Wars, Infinity #1. Fun storyline. Ooh, this is the, I believe, Art Germ variant for the Life of Captain Marvel #1. I think there's somebody on here that likes the Germ. Any new The Max or Simpsons? Walking Dead 100. Nope. None of those in this show, Mauricio. This is very specifically indies or these $2 box stuff. Our Germ goes to Chris. I thought that was who loved it. There's Chris Rells. Invincible Iron Man #600. This looks like a Greg Land cover. I would bet you money that that's Greg Land. Okay, the Captain Marvel. Where did I put it down? Oh, the Captain Marvel went to Chris Rell. That's what it was. Sorry. This is the acetate cover of the Legion of Doom. $2. Man, there's some really good stuff on here. How about this? This is the retailer incentive cover B for Low Lives, an IDW book. For Low Lives. Okay, this is A. Okay. I also have from the Sandman universe, Lucifer #1. He will sin for food. That's the A cover for $2. I've got 2 of those. I also have a regular #1B. And #2 And in number 4, Low Lives gets called. My friend Brandon. Sorry, it's on the side. I got it. 2T. Lucifer 1 to Lars Man. There you go. I have Lois Lane number 8. This is the B cover. You see her shadow there is very portentous. Okay, what number are you? Ooh, it's number 1. This is a really powerful character in the Valiant universe. Her name is Livewire. She can control anything that's electronic. So just imagine if you had a being on your planet that can make sure your phone doesn't work or make it work any way they want. All the satellites that are going around the planet, she literally can control every communication that you ever collected. She's insanely powerful. Doesn't seem like that big of a deal for that power, but it is amazeballs. Yep. It's kind of like when someone asks you who you would want on your team if you're building a team and people don't choose Scarlet Witch. You're like, what are you even thinking? That's what I think about when people don't choose Livewire. Okay, I've got some Black Mask book. This is Lab Raider. Free the animals, burn the system. It is exactly what it sounds like. And it's Black Mask, which makes it extra cool. Recommend. We're still in the $2 books. And from the series that they put together, this is the Laphams doing this book. So IDW put together a series called Black Crown. All the books happen in the same town near a pub called the Black Crown. All very dark, very dark. This one's the one called Lodger, which, as you can tell, is by the name of it, it is the hotel that's there. So there is number 1. Collaborator gets called. Brandon, oh, it's on my side.
And Lodger got hold of all.
Oh, you wanted the Lodger?
Yeah.
We might have some of those out there. Because I like this one. My favorite one was there was a brother and sister duo that one of them was about the Black Crown, and there was another one that was about her, and she was like the weirdest. It was like a sexual relationship, and their brothers. It was like reading Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
All right, Lodger goes to Edward. You guys better type fast. This is the Lollipop Kids number 1. I will tell you, there's not a much more pointy book. It's about young people that generationally kind of like they find out that they're part of a genetics family that they go and fight monsters that appear in Central Park in New York. It's just so awesome. Lolly Kids goes right away to Edward. I always tell people the cover art on this is it looks like a kid's book, and it's so not a kid's book. Ship! Are you done? I have a present here to you from Val. So whenever you order something, I'll have it shipped with that. You just ate 3 McRibs. I'm so proud of you. The Last Space Race. It's a really awesome Aftershock book by Peter Calloway. This is number 1. Grab it up for $2. Thank you. I feel super fancy today. I had a big interview, so I wanted to look my best. Where am I? There. Do you have the rest of that series in your Aftershock stock? I have number 1, but you need the rest. Are you talking about the Lollipop Kids or the Last Space Race? I should have either one. Just send me a direct message and remind me. Just say what numbers you need. Was today the last name for the day for the McRib? Do we need to have a moment of silence? Oh, my friend, my dude, Pitara, did the art for this book. This is the Leviathan. the detail work in the cityscape that is part of this storyline is just crazy. A lollipop, I'm sure I do. There is number 1 for you. It is written by John Layman, so it can't be that bad. Written by James Pruitt, which, by the way, if you did not know, James Pruitt is a publisher at Scout Comics. His brother, Joe Pruitt, who you've met on my shows, is his twin brother, and he is the publisher at Aftershock. So James Pruitt wrote this book called Midnight Sky, number 1. Crystal, oh my gosh, how are you doing, sis? I miss you. Larsman. We are doing $2 books, Crystal, raising money for the comic books for troops. Normally I would just send these to the troops, but the charity wanted the money more to help pay for shipping to the troops. Go figure, it's expensive. Another Art Germ cover, The Amazing Mary Jane, number 1. Art Germ, Mary Jane. She's got really pretty hair. Sure, everyone's typing like crazy people. Chris Rowe wins. Chris Rell beats out Large Man by mere seconds. It must be moments only. Okay, from Image Top Cow, this is Mechanism, number 1. I will admit I have not read this book. It does look really cool, though. I always think it's odd when there's a book I haven't read. Another one I haven't read, but I do love Black Box Comics books. This one is by, I think, Chuck Dixon. It's Dixon in any case. Sometimes I get caught by that, and it's a different Dixon. But this is Militia, number 1. They're all hiding underneath this log and causing trouble. Okay, from my friends at Albatross Comics, which are famous for doing The Goon and lots of other cool books by Eric Powell, this is Mega Ghost by Gabe Soria and Gideon Kendall. If you don't have this, you should read this story. It is really cute. There is a number 1 and a number 2 here for just $2 a piece. It'll never get better. Aw, snap. I want to buy this for myself, so if you guys don't take it, I'm going to get it. I don't need more of them. I own like 50,000 of them, but this is marked number 1B. Marked has already been announced as being in development by Brian Haberlin. $2. Missed watching. Busy, busy, busy. Whenever you want, we're ready for you. See, it looks like Ed Weird is populating faster for the marked. Ed Weird wins that round. Okay. I've got another acetate book. This is You're the Villain, Mr. and Mrs. Freeze. Uh-oh. And here's marked 1A. 1A. Same book. This is the A cover. And you called which one?
Midnight Sky. It's in the middle.
Okay, got it. It's like I think it was longer ago than just now. Okay. Freezes goes to Lars Man. And Marx's number 1. We got you. Just now when you're calling things Lars Man, you kind of sound like who's that character from the Lord of the Rings? The Gollum. My precious.
Oh.
The Gollum, man.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Okay. Man of Steel. This is a storyline by Brian Michael Bendis. Number 4, 5, and 6. $2 a piece.
That's Smeagol.
Schmeagol. Yeah. From IDW and written by John Lees. This is Mountainhead number 1. I'm so happy that IDW is leaning into its creator-based stuff. because they've done some good ones. Oh, that says what? Okay. These are clearly an awesome deal. They're normally a $10 book. This is Marvel Comics 1000. This one is just says variant edition. I'm not sure who the artist is on this one. We're just going to call it variant edition and just roll with it. And then I've got Marvel Comics 1000. This is the A cover. Lars Man grabs the 1000. And then I've got Marvel Comics 1001. Jumping out of the pages of Marvel Comics 1001 or 1000. I'm sure this has the A cover. You want the A cover? Gotcha. You want both? Lars Man, making sure? Because your first cover. Oh, you want all three of them. Gotcha, Lars Man. We gotcha. We got plenty more books. We might be able to make the whole show. Okay. This is, let me make sure what number it is. It's called Mort, which means death. What number is this? And who's it by? Oh, it's Source Point Press. This is a Source Point Press I've never seen. Oh, does it? All right, a Source Point Press that I don't own, which seems impossible. This is called Mort. It doesn't have a number on it. Get it. And it's by Kevin Joseph, which I know that there's other books that I've read by Kevin, but I can't remember one right now. Oh, snap. Another book you should absolutely grab up from Scout Comics. This is The Mall, number 3. The storyline is about these 3 kids who find out they all have a common father that they were unaware of, who is a mafia boss, and he has just died and has willed to them his nefarious businesses at the mall, which include a shoe shop, a piano store, and I can't remember what the other one is. And they have to run them for the mob as his kids. It's awesome. And it's set in the 80s. Doesn't get much better. Whoa. Let's see how that goes. Mort goes to Brandon Luck, which is on my side. Brandon, you gotta, when you read it, tell me what it's about.
Yeah, I was looking up what it was about and then they called it.
I can't believe I don't own them. I'll have to ask them, where you been hiding things? I thought I owned all your stuff. Okay, Marvelous X-Men number 1. It's a Phil Noto cover and part of the Age of the X-Men. Okay, from Donnie Cates, he did a run of Marvel Knights. There's the number 1. And the number 2 with Elektra. I also love the Aftershock. Actually, I got a message from, oh, here's the rest of that run. I got a message from Mr. Pruitt earlier because I told him I wanted all the rest of their slabs, and he was like, called me, and I was like, I don't have time right now. I can't talk to you. MK1 and MK2 get claimed by Lars Man. I know, I'm super sad about JDF. I heard about that first thing in the morning on Sunday. I was like, oh, please be not right. Okay, if anyone was still thinking about that Man of Steel set, I have the rest of it. There's 1, 2, and 3. So it's the whole set of 1 through 6. Hey man, do you like rock and roll and Falcon looking people? This is Murder Falcon from Image Skybound, and it's killer. I actually got to meet Mike Spicer at New York Comic Con Image Skybound breakfast. So cool. Love his artwork. So there is number 1, and there's a number 4. Who knows if there's other numbers in here, but this is all I have so far. All right, Lars Man, I'll see you later, man. The original Michael Myers passed. There's someone from, on the same day, they announced it at the exact same time on Sunday, someone from, it was a lady from. Yep, I used all my brain power today. There was someone else that passed. It's like horrible. Pairs nicely with Metal Shark Bro. I agree. It does. And for fans of the Multiple Man, Jamie Madrox, I have most of a series of Multiple Man by Matt Rosenberg. There's number 1. I'm going to assume that that's number 2. It is. Number 2, everyone's getting a thumbs down. Number 4, and number 5. Fun fact, in all the movies that they have the Roman Colosseum, and they have everybody saying, and that the movie makes it seem like that means kill that dude, we don't like him. It's not the way it was in the Roman Colosseum. You were looking for a thumbs up or a thumbs down from the crowd. Thumbs down is what you wanted to see, which was like, he's done well enough to stay here on the ground. Oh. If you saw thumbs up, it meant send him to the gods, in which they would just kill you.
Oh.
So thumbs up means something quite different than it ever did before. That is your history lesson for today. And now Kyle's going to call me on it and says, that's not exactly perfectly right, Miss Jen. I'll tell you all the reasons why. He is the history buff for sure. Mystery of Madripoor, Hunt for Wolverine. Is it raining still out there? Holy cow.
Well, it sounds like it just picked back up.
Mm-hmm. All right. These are a good thing to be picking up right now because NovaCore has been big time in the rumors for what's happening next. Nova Special number 1. Nova number 14. Nova number 15. Nova number 16. Nova number 17. Number 18. Part of the original Sin storyline. Number 19. Number 20. Number 21. Eating a bunch of French fries. Number 22. That is a Halloween-based one because they're all doing trick-or-treating in the back if you like to collect Halloween covers. Number 23. Number 24. And number 25. And that looks like the end of the storyline. This is oversized Earth and Helmet Shattering 25th issue, it says. Okay. From IDW, this is it looks like a Vegas-based storyline called Night Moves 1 and 2. Yes, there was a Nova cover that took place during Halloween. I'll show you what it looks like. It's Nova number 22. He's walking by all these kids that have got Halloween costumes on, and one of them says, "How did your mom make your costume glow like that?" Very cute. Yep. You want to have that one. Excellent, Edward. I like how you can hear Halloween from other rooms. Yeah. I've got so much marks on me today. I've Sharpied myself so many times. Okay.
I think Edward and I have the same sense. Like the second Halloween is mentioned, it's like, oh,
I think so too. You guys often perk up at the exact same thing.
okay. If I wasn't a completionist, I would claim that one, but I would want to claim all of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is? That was this. Okay. This is an older book called Atomic Angels, number 1. And where it says this is day 52 of October.
True. I agree.
I have got the free Comic Book Day Valiant book from 2016. This is all still from that same $2 lot. I didn't assort it. It was just donated this way. Ooh, and Outcast number 1, Kirkman. Do you like demons? cool. This is Will Eisner presents Mr. Mystic from the Pages of the Spirit. Old school. You live and breathe Halloween.
Insane. Oh, I saw a picture of people were saying like, oh, those huge skeletons from Home Depot, those are only for Halloween. But then someone dressed it up as a turkey.
I saw that. They did such a good job. Also, there is Outcast number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you can have 1 through 8 of Outcast for a whole $16. That seems like ridiculous and awesome. From 1994, the Bloodshot Yearbook. That looks like it would be fun to do a remark on. I can't reach over there, so I'm just going to go here. And this one is Matt Kent written, Bloodshot number 0. And I really love the person that did the art because their name is Crisscross. It makes me want to jump. Bloodshot goes to Chris Rell. This is a great box of things he donated. This is how you know when someone's really generous, when they donate a box of comic books and they're not just junky things. They're all cool things. V-Wars, which is, I think, a show on some channel that I don't watch. But this is a Kevin Eastman cover for the Free Comic Book Day book from 2014. For folks that like to collect all of the Eastman covers. Okay, you see number 1 often, but you don't see the rest of them. This is Trees, number 2, and number 3. I think Trees is like an alien invasion story. The Eastman goes to Chris Rell. Oh, shoot. There should be fights over this one. You heard Eastman covers too late. It hasn't been claimed by the Chris Rell.
This is what I get for working.
Type this one in. Street Sharks 2. Archie Comics. I am certain this is worth a lot of money. This is not a $2 book. But you can claim a Street Sharks 2. It's actually a gorgeous copy, too. I don't even know how in the world. There you go. I don't even want to put it down. Sharks goes to luck. Excellent. You get to get your Outcast. Merry Christmas to you. Okay. Oh, so if you want the Eastman, it's a cover for, what was the title? It was a V-Wars from Free Comic Book Day Eastman cover. So it's been offered up if you...
No, Chris, you can have it, man. She just knows who she's targeting when she says that.
Do you feel targeted?
I feel incredibly triggered by this Kevin Eastman related content.
This is Sherwood, Texas, number 1. I'm actually going to sell that for $1 because it's the Buckshot edition and it feels weird to charge more. Since it already says $1 on it. Okay, this is a super thick book. This is from a company called Last Century Comics. And it is the Stalker number 1. It says, where there are shadows, there is Stalker. It looks like a crime noir kind of setting. I don't want to stand up, so I'm just going to put it down here. I've gotten lazy. My bad. How about Itty Bitty Heck Boy number 1? Art Baltazar and Franco together. Okay, the United States of Murder Incorporated. This is a Bendis and Michael Emming from the creators of Powers, number 1. It's a good opportunity for reading some cool stuff in this batch. Like this one. This one's a Maverick title from Dark Horse called Dr. Robot Special. Dr. Robot Special. That was Kyle of the North. Yes. Another cool Valiant title written by Robert Venditti and art by Doug Braithwaite. This is Armor Hunters #1. You guys gonna pass that mall #3, huh? From Chris Sabella, Image Skybound. This is Demonic #1 and #2. Chris Rell. No, that's Art Baltazar and Franco doing that art. And I have the free edition from 2016 for the Preacher book. It was a promo for the show. The show was actually really good. I was sad when it didn't stick around forever and ever and ever. That's on me because I didn't watch it live.
That's been on my list for a while.
They did a good job with characters I thought would be impossible. Like Cassidy, I thought they could never do right. Okay, Dusty. Oh, here's another Joe Pruitt. Hard to find book. So there's Joe Pruitt, your friend Joe Pruitt. This is called Dusty Star #1. Dusty Star #1. You should buy this and then show up at a convention and have him sign it and say that you donated money to charity to get it, and he will think you're the coolest person on the planet. What in the... Okay. This is a Garbage Pail Kids one-shot. Suggested for immature readers. Fables, fantasies, and farts.
Oh, I kind of want it just because it has farts in it.
Because it has the word farts in it.
I'm a man of culture, you see.
Ed Weird needs GPK. Are you saying that you represent the immature reader that they are focused on?
Excellent choice.
Really? That's cool. Yeah, I'm sorry. Ed Weird just beat you out on that charity book. If you just joined us, all the books on the board are $2 a piece, except, well, yeah, I guess they're all $2 a piece. $2 a piece. That would be heck yeah. Cyber Force #1, Silvestri. There's some old school stuff in here. Oh, man. All right, this one's going to come out of here because this one would be far too cool. Okay. John Byrne's Next Men #1. If you've read all of John Byrne's other stuff and you've never read Next Men, I highly recommend it. From Chuck Dixon, really awesome Eclipse comic series called Winter World. That is #1. Oh, little old school stuff stuck in here. And from Eagle Comics, Nemesis the Warlock #1. Okay, I have a full run of this series called Translucid. It's a Boom Studios book series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a series I have not gotten to read. But I love everything Boom. I don't think I've ever read a Boom title I didn't like. Dan's going to have Bloodshot co-creator Kevin Van Hook on his show tomorrow. Oh! Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, there should be fights over this series. This is from IDW, Angry Birds Comics, #1, 2, and 3. #2 is a subcover with Pie Pie on it and Wimpy. You guys better start typing. Free comic book day from I don't know which year. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Translucid set makes sense for you. something you don't have. It's a miracle. You tat those up for me. Thank you, Jojo Catch. We're raising money right now for charity. All this money goes to helping ship books to troops. Ship comic books to troops. What's that book right above? Hot Shots. Okay. End of row number 2. Ed Weird, that is a copy of Lois Lane number 8, and it is the B cover, a B cover. Well, I would claim that it was nice on my part, but this is actually donated from one of our really sweet comic book supporters here at the store. Okay, this one I've never seen before. It's an image book that's a one-shot. It says, "That's because you're a robot." That explains everything, really. If the answer to everything was that's because you're a robot.
That reminds me of
Do
that
you want-
movie, I'm a
you want
cyborg and I'm okay.
Did you got the rest of them? You want number 9?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And that was Brandon?
Yes.
Ah! Okay. Kind of feel like maybe the rest of these are in this box because we've had so much that was just like the runs of things, but maybe not. United States of Murder Incorporated, number 6. Maybe we had that number 1.
I definitely have one of them.
Mm-hmm. I just don't know where to put it down. This is a free preview of The Dark Tower, The Drawing of the Three by Peter David. Aw, thanks, y'all. Thank you, JoJo. All the books I'm showing you right now are just $2 a piece, and when I get done, I'm going to offer the whatever people don't claim in batches, because I really want to sell all of it, because it doesn't do me or the charity any good to have the books themselves. So the money that we're raising is benefiting a charity called Comic Books for Kids, but they have an offshoot for Comic Books for Troops, and that is what we are raising money for today, to help ship books to the troops because they want those more. They have a bunch of books that they already want to ship. Okay, so if you, by the way, hi and welcome to everybody over in, it looks like everyone's watching us from the Twitch. Hi, my friends. So if you guys decide you want to support any of these by making claims, just fill out our handy dandy fill out sheet. Producers, if you will throw that up for them so they can fill it out. Did you miss the Frank Miller books? Robert, see, all I have for Frank Miller are the ash cans, and I have those for $2 a piece, as many as you want. They're all first prints. Are you guys all representing the troops? If you are, the hearts. And I feel you, man. There's been lots of things in my life that I would have been really happy if they had figured out while I was in them. All right. So here's an awesome opportunity, especially if you like, Frank Miller, which we talked to today. So this one is a whole set of DK3 Master Race. Each book is just $2. The money goes to this charity. There's a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So for $18, you get a whole run of this, and the money goes to help get comic books to the troops. You were in the Marines? Yes! Represent. I also have a run of Batman Eternal. This is from the New 52 run, which is Scott Snyder, James Tynion, et al. It is a run of 1 through 9. 1 through 9. And all these are really awesome books. These are not beaters or anything. These are like VFNM books, all of them. So 1 through 9, $2 a piece. We're going to keep that together if we can. Oh, here's some good ones. You guys got your typing hands ready? All right, this one does have a little bit of stress to it, but it's Crisis on Infinite Earths #1 for $2. #2 for $2. Put them individually, please. I will not take call for all on this one. #3. #4. #5. #9. And even if you guys don't find anything you want today, if you will subscribe, I would love that so much. Just sharing to your friends means everything to us. We've been working on this same project for like a year and a half. We're a channel that broadcasts interviews. Like today, I interviewed Dan DiDio and all of the creative team behind Frank Miller's Presents books that are releasing on Wednesday. Thank you. #10. #11. And #12. If you see up just a couple comments above, it says HTTP Space Cadets Collection Reg CBSE. That is if you want to make a purchase to get money to the troops and by buying any of these books at $2 a piece. That is the place to register. Or if you register there, you'll just get information about the stuff we do all the time. Yes, the only exception is the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Those have a little bit of damage to some of them. But they're all just $2 a piece. You're never going to find those books at lower prices, probably in like perfect condition. These are all in great condition. Also, there's Batman. This is stuff that is about the Bane storyline, Breaking of the Bat. 489, 491, 496, 498, 660 of Detective Comics, 664 Detective Comics, and 666 Detective Comics. Thanks, y'all. We're thankful for any support we can get from people that love the comics. Okay, so this one has definitely got some damage to it, but this one's really cool. This one is DC and Marvel present Batman versus the Incredible Hulk. It's got kind of my guess is that this is like some kind of reprint edition because it's got a gold border around it. I am not familiar with that one. Like I said, I didn't look any of this stuff up because I was just selling it anyway. I have both parts of Batman Punisher. Punisher Batman. $2 a piece. DC Marvel goes to Yanuri. Thank you so much for that claim. Okay, Batman and Son. That's a storyline from Grant Morrison and Andy Kubert. That's the DC Comics Essentials. All right, Brandon, I got those for you. And Batman The Dark Knight Returns, DC Comics Essentials. Okay. Okay, that goes to Brandon Luck. I was not aware that I was whispering. I'm a pretty loud person.
Oh, well, I think on Twitch the DMs are called whispers.
The DMs? Oh. I see what you're saying. Okay, so just fill out that. If you fill out that paperwork, I'll send you a direct message back or send you an email back because that link actually has it'll have you fill out information for me, like email and stuff, and I'll just send you a message back. Robin, Son of Batman, #1 and #2. All right. Take all the crisis if no one claimed any. No one claimed any. Weirdly, I wonder if people were asleep. All right. If you'll mark those up.
Yeah.
Here are yours, Brandon. Now all you have to do is get the key parts out of there because #7's not there and #8's not there. Those are the two deaf ones. Batman and Robin Eternal, #1. How about Batman Adventures #1? It's crazy. This one does have a little ding at the very bottom corner, but for $2, that seems a deal and a half. Is it very Doctor Who? I feel like it. I like the rust color in it and the maroon color in it because my red hair it goes pretty good with. Catwoman #1 and Catwoman that's 0. I said #1 and I meant 0. And #1 has the cool Jim Ballant cover there. It's time for a break and we're going to come right back. I still have just a little bit of this box and then we'll do the indies after that. See you guys in a sec. I got you, Chris.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
Comic Collectibles is here for you every Wednesday with AR Comics for 2 very important reasons. To sell you rare, one-of-a-kind comics that you'll love, and to confuse AR with old man talk. You see, Rex and John are, how should I put this, ancient as the roots of the mountains. So every week, Rex and John fill in AR in yet another area of pop culture that he missed because he's too young, just didn't have the time, or just really doesn't care about. It's a real public service they provide. Come buy some super rare and unique comics, while old men explain long-dead sci-fi shows to a younger man making that confused puppy face. Every Wednesday from 6 to 8 Eastern with Rex, John, and AR Comics. Comic Collectibles on The Experience. Comic culture and sales.
Everybody, welcome back to MISH MOSH, where tonight's show we have a great long box of comics donated to us for the troops, for a charity called Comic Books for Kids, who has an offshoot for the troops. And I contacted them and said that we had this long box and asked them how to get it to them. And they said they actually needed the money more for shipping what they had already to troops, because it was a very successful push. And so I'm just selling these comic books to help send the money to the charity so they can send comic books to the troops in the field. Every bit that you spend today is super helpful, so appreciate it. This is Convergence #2. And I did get the Catwoman for you, Chris. Thank you so much. This is a special edition Harley Quinn Suicide Squad. A Capullo cover Batman #52. Adventures of Superman #1. Harley goes to Rel. Sorry, Yaniri, he just beat you by milliseconds. This is Superman #75, but this is a 4th printing, if you like to collect printings. Superman Doomed #1. It's also a one-shot. Crystal wants that Batman. Here you go, Stamen. Thank you so much. Hey, Slipknot, how are you? How's your day been? Glad to see you. Superman Unchained #1. Slipknot, if you just joined us, we're raising money for comic books for troops. So all these books that I'm selling for $2 a piece is for that. JD, it is an appearance. And what numbers Batman were on the bottom? All I heard was 418. Okay, so the ones on the bottom here are 489, 491, 496, 498, 660 for Detective Comics, 664 Detective, and 666. There you go. Sounds like you can chat on the Twitch now. We've got it resolved. This is Smallville #1 to tie into the TV series. Looks like from DC Focus 2004, #1 called Touch. I have got Infinite Crisis based on the video game. Take the Batman's lead detectives. I have to hear the answer from who asked the what numbers are they? Oh, it was Crystal that asked. Ha ha ha. All right, Crystal, leaving the detective, taking the Batman. There you go. Okay, I've got Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman. That's #1, 2, and 3. And for all you guys that are the new folks that were just watching us, we like real real viewership that are going to want to come on and enjoy the content. I'm way more interested in finding people that are interested in comic books than just bodies. So if you have friends that you think would enjoy our programming, I would love to see them. Secret Origins #1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bye. Put oil in your car, dude. Put oil in your car. Sorry, I have to be the mom right now, but I am going to be the mom.
No, I appreciate the mom talk. It's motivation for me to actually get oil in my car.
Bye.
Wait, does Liam not have oil in his car?
It sounds literally like metal on metal right now.
Your car's good. Oh, I'm gonna yell at him tomorrow during Minute to Skim It. It's gonna be a whole theme.
That'll be a theme. So Liam has had an interesting life, and so has not had the normal level of this is how you take care of your car. Thank you, Cody Chevy. This is Biker Mice from Mars #1. This one does have spine ticks. This one is just for fun. If you wanted to read a fun thing. All right, so there's a whole bunch of Rebirth stuff in my hand. So this might go a little bit fast. DC Rebirth #1. This is the thing that started the whole Rebirth line. Aquaman Rebirth #1. Looks like A and B covers. And this one is Rebirth Aquaman. The free Rebirth Batman #1 for Batman Day. Would you say you'd hate to have a normal life? Normal lives are overrated. Oh, I've got 2 of those. Rebirth Batman #1, a cover.
JD, you work here. There's no chance you're living a normal life.
No, you're living an exceptional life. Embrace it. Batman Rebirth #1.
I guess it also depends on your definition of normal.
Nightwing #1. Superman #1. Christmas is coming. This is true. Rebirth Superman #1. I would do this whole storyline about what is what, but I'm not going to do that. I had to figure it out. When this first started, it was like Rebirth, Superman, Rebirth. Ugh. Free Comic Book Day Rebirth Wonder Woman. This is the variant from Bedrock City. Super nice people. Wonder Woman Rebirth #1. Rebirth Wonder Woman #1. One of them is the one shot and one of them is the beginning of the series, by the way. Justice League Rebirth #1. Nope, this is just like you just came into the end where there is a bunch of DC in this section. Titans Rebirth 1. Flash Rebirth 1. Rebirth Flash 1. And Flash Rebirth #1. So really all you need for the beginnings of things. All right. Does anyone else have any love for the stuff that's on the board? I'm going to try to blow out what's left. Okay. Let me see if I can make this more even here. That's where all the Nova is. These are some indies. Put those up there. This one's got the big run of Justice League Dark sitting in it. So I'm going to take the indies and put them up here. That's got the big run of Dark Knight. So I am going to take the Batman Eternal and put it up at the top. All right. Most of the rows seem fairly even now. Does anyone want to throw $20 at any of the rows? I'll show you how much there is in the bottom row if you want to throw $20 at it. I'm not going to go back through the books that are in it. You had to have been paying attention, I guess. Okay. For charity to get books to the troops. $20 for this giant lot, which is way more than 20 books. You literally throw away the books if you wanted to and just use the bags and boards. This does have a full run of DK3 in it for sure. Oh. I'm trying to make that stick.
Looks like Chris Rell's old.
Rell's going to take the bottom row. Okay. Okay, there's the, we'll call that row B at 20 for the charity. I might have to just like band that together somehow or something. There's going to be row C. $20 will get it. This one's got the Secret Origins, the Batman Eternal run, and all the Rebirth in it. $20. All charity stuff. I'd like to have them all sold if possible. All right, we got some time. Video up. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Here's your indies that we were going through the other day. These are not $2, not $2. These are whatever I say. This one is from Blackthorn Publishing. Nervous Rex, #6 for $2. It looks adorbs. See, you do. You do have cool books. Actually, I need to do it like this. That's how I do it. Okay. There's Rex. From Alan Moore, I've got Necronomicon #2 wrap cover. #2 cover. From Eclipse Comics, New America #1. Am I doing the virtual BF again? Oh, the Black Friday? I don't know. It'll depend upon whether I have enough people. I might have to do it virtual Black Friday on Saturday night. We'll see. Not virtual boyfriend. No, Black Friday. New Crusaders #1. That one is $3. First Comics Nexus number 55 for $2.25. Come and support us on Small Business Saturday. Lord knows that business has been slow because of the recession. We love all the help we can get. We want to be here to serve you for years and years. The new DNA Agents, number 1. That one is $3. 1, 2, 4. Not quite a set. All right, this one is the New Statesman. They're all prestige format books from Fleetwood Comic or Fleetwood Quality. New Statesman number 1, 2, and 4. Those are all $4 a piece. I'm just going to show you them and put them back in this box because they're all from the front of the store. We keep them in order. This one's called Newstralia number 1. It looks really cool. It's an old innovation title. That's $1.75. I also have number 4 from that for $2.25. Next Man number 1 for $1.50. Says laser designation, destroy, destroy, destroy. Right, that's a bunch of Next Man and Nexus. So if you want Next Man or Nexus, I will pull that out. Let's try to find our other indies for you guys that you love. Ooh, I see a Night of the Living Dead. Let's try that. Okay, I have Night of the Living Dead from Avatar Press, issue number 3. This is Night Cry, volume 4. And that one is $8. Yeah, both these. I have more than one of Night of the Living Dead. So 2 of that number 3. It's $4. Sorry, I didn't say that, did I? $4. I've got 2 of those. I have 1 copy of issue number 4 that I can find so far, and that one is $4. I have 2 copies of issue number 5, and that is $4. Then I've got 2 copies of Night of the Living Dead Death Valley number 1. Those are also $4. That looks like all the stuff I have for that series. Night Streets number 1 from Arrow Comics. That one is $1.50. I also have number 3, same price. And then you guys probably recognize this if you were watching us during the pandemic. Really great series called Dusk County Chronicles, Nightfall number 1. This is an autographed version for just $5, and it is good horror. Okay. Anyone want to claim the Night of the Living Dead before I put it back in the box? Actually, it's pretty easy for me to pull back out. So. You would have accepted Best Friend. All right, this is a cool series out of Behemoth, 9 Stones. I've got number 1, 1B. These are all cover of $4. 1C, 1D, 1E, number 2, 2B, 3. This looks like a little bit of body horror. 3C, number 6. I have Naomi in here? That's not right. All right. Ninja High School Swimsuit Special from 1992. That one is $2. From our friend Robert Multari, Nightwolf #1. And that one is $5. Ninjas and Robots. This one's a cool Keen Spot book. #1. That one's $12. #1B is $12. #1C is $14. It's a hot book. All right. And also a super hot book from Stranger Comics. You guys are going to type quickly, I hope. This is Niobe #3 for cover price of $4. #4 at cover price for $4. And I'm guessing this is 4B. Also $4. If you go to conventions now, you can see their giant booth. They've come a long way. They're very, very popular. I don't know what the name of that book is. No Need for Tenchi. Okay, Out of Body Experience, 4 of 4. This is a recent issue from Antarctic Press. From the Cave Pictures Publishing, this is the #1s. There's a difference between doing good and defying evil, it says. That's #2. $4 is this cover price. #3, 4, 5, and 6. Normal Saga #1, autographed for $3. All right, for people that are readers of Titan and like the hard case crime stuff, this is a book series that came out a while ago in 2017 called Normandy Gold. This is #1, cover D. That one is $4. #1, cover A is also $4. And #1, cover E, when she's wearing negligee, is also $4. Almost through this fun box. From Action Lab, this is Nutmeg #1, $4. And that is the variant homage for $4. From 451, this is Neverland #1. That one is also just $4. From NBM Comics, this is called Oddballs, Makoni and the Astronauts of the Future for $3. And #3 is also $3. So cute. From Avatar, this is the Odyssey issue 1B. That one is $2. And 1C is $2. Offbeats #2. That one is $4. Off-World. This one is an Antarctic Press #2 for $4. And a book that, when people ask you which books make you want to buy them over and over again, this one is one of those. This is a kitchen sink book called Oink, Blood and Circus #1. It has, I'll read you this. It says, Oink continues on his journey through the post-apocalyptic west. After razing his unholy birthplace to the ground, Oink continues his search for the true heaven. Instead, he finds an abominable testament to mankind's most basic instinct for survival. It's like really graphic body horror stuff. Jennifer Daydreamer writes Oliver for $3. Chaos Comics has The Omen, number 3 for $3. Number 4 for $3. And number 5 for $3. This is Oh My Goth, Humans Suck, number 1. It says Dragon Con or Bust. This one is $3. From Ominous Press, this is the world premiere preview issue for $8. Anaiba Swords of the Demon, number 0 is $3. She looks so pretty. Super popular book, Optic Nerve. This is number 13. That one is $8. Humans Suck. Here you go, Yennery. Now we just put them on. And then this series from AWA Press, I love. This one is actually about, it takes place during the war. They're prisoners of war. One of the prisoners of war is a Navajo talker, who gets taken to a Nazi camp and is forced to try to communicate with a vampire that they've collected that they want to use for their own ends. And of course, he does end up being able to connect with this creature, but not the way they want. There's number 1. You can watch from anywhere you want, boy. That's 1B. This is our variant, Kayla Valero for $15. Oh, it's JD from over there. Thanks, man. I also have number 2 and 5. And that's all I have. That's all of our stuff for today. Does anyone want to make an offer on any of those rows? Literally, I just need a decent offer so I can get the money to them. Out. 2 and 5 is needed. Okay, that goes to JD. You got to tell me about tonight on Twitch. All right. Anybody have any offers for any of these? Otherwise, I'll just put them out front and have people make offers locally, and that will work just as well. I appreciate you guys so much in this last minute. Just want to say happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you between now and then, which I should. Take care of your family. You're going to have family members that are super annoying or whatever. Just know that you only got one of them and you don't know for how long. So just suck it up, Buttercup. Keep the peace around the table for the one time you guys get together for Thanksgiving. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us here on The Experience and for liking, sharing, and subscribing. We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you to our awesome production team for working extra hard today. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Get the inside scoop on everything happening at The Experience every week. Join our mailing list by scanning the QR code at the bottom of the screen and then watching your email inbox.